Hello! Today I want to talk to you about the model samples. Why I like it or why I actually love it. Because yeah, it's just a cool instrument. I don't like the color. I saw black ones, people painted theirs and it looked so beautiful, so much better. But I'm too lazy to do it myself. I don't like the pads. When you hit them it feels like hitting wood. They feel rubbery and squishy, that's cool, but hitting them, there's no play, or how you say. And it's really hard to hit full velocity. You have to hit really hard. And so you don't use the whole velocity range really when you play dynamically. Or at least I'm not doing it. And yeah, it just doesn't feel that good. But it's $300, we have to keep that in mind, so there are some compromises to have, right? Another thing that I don't like is the display. The contrast is not really great and it's too small, but it's just a small device. You can't see all the characters from the names, from the sample names, so sometimes we have kick drum 1 and you don't see the 1, so you don't know if you choose kick drum 1 or kick drum 8, but then you just have to rely on your ears, which is okay. And another thing is the knob software translation. I just call it that. I don't know what the real name for it is, or the term. Same with the other Elektron boxes. Sometimes you have to turn the knobs like 10 times to get the whole range, like from, let's say, minimum cutoff, filter cutoff to maximum filter cutoff. And sometimes if you want to fine tune, you turn it a little bit and nothing happens, and then if you go faster a little bit, then it skips over the next few values, which doesn't feel that great. And I don't know why Elektron can't make that better, but I'm not a software programmer, so maybe it's hard to do. But I know there are some other digital machines from other companies which make this a little more fluid or make it feel better. Yeah, but all in all it's really a cool little device. Oh, I forgot about the funk button. My funk button already broke 2 times. First time I had to send it in and got it back a few weeks later, and a few weeks ago I had the same problem, and then they sent me a new rubber mat which I put in myself, which was pretty easy and fast. I think it took a week after I emailed Elektron and I got it in my mail. So it's cool, they take care of the customers. It's just not the best build quality. Could be that it's the first batch which has this problem. I saw a lot of people had this problem and maybe they all have it from the first batch, I don't know. I got mine in the first days when it came out, so it could be. Yeah, the great stuff is really that you have everything there on the front panel. One knob per function. Some buttons have shift functions, but that's okay. But all these knobs that you can turn are one knob. Oh no, that's not true. Actually, some of them have shift functions too. But this knob here, for example, is always cut off, filter cutoff. This is always pitch, which is different from the Digitakt, for example, where you have to switch pages and then this knob might be cut off, and in the next page when you switch, it could be LFO depth or whatever. So this feels more like an instrument to me, because yeah, I just reached there for cutoff, and on the Digitakt, yeah, I just have to click around a little bit more. One thing which is the biggest, coolest thing in this, the best feature, I think the model cycle says it too, Digitakt doesn't, and I don't know about the Octatrack. I had it for a few weeks, can't remember, but you can quantize each track differently. The swing percentage can be differently. So you can have the kick drum at swing percentage 56 and hi-hat on 59, which makes the beat more groovy really fast without playing in unquantized and trying to hit these cool grooves. You can do that or similar stuff with different swing percentages per track, which is really a great, lovely feature. It got me into funky beats much faster than with other machines. And yeah, I don't know why the Digitech doesn't have it. Probably because Elektron always does this, that they have exclusive features for their machines. There's some overlap, but there are always exclusive features, which is okay, but this is really like the biggest, the greatest feature of this machine for me, other than it's just fun to play with these samples with all the controls. I use it sometimes with a MIDI controller, then you have to hook up a USB to MIDI converter or go through the computer, and it opens up a lot of fun, and yeah, it's just more playable like that. For example, you can have one knob for delay feedback and one knob for delay time, and can play around with it. Here you have to hit function, and then the delay time controls the feedback, so you can't control both values at the same time. Yeah, MIDI controllers always a good thing to use with Elektron devices, I think. But if I had to choose one machine on a lonely island or something, I would take this one, even though the Digitech has more tracks and I actually prefer it. But with one knob per function and all these knobs, it's way more fun than the Digitech without the MIDI controller, to me. But maybe on a lonely island, maybe I would take the Digitech. I don't know, it's really a hard decision. Yeah, whatever, it is what it is. 6 tracks is not a lot. It's a limitation for sure, and most of the time I need more for my beats or tracks. But then I keep thinking, how can I put everything in these 6 tracks that I want? And sometimes limitations spark creativity, right? So sometimes the solutions are quite nice that I found. So it's not a big problem, and it helps me to not overdo it or not overproduce my tracks. Is there something else I wanted to tell you about this beautiful device? I mean, not too beautiful, but you can paint on it. That's the good thing about a white device. You can paint really easy on it and put stickers on there, but then yeah, they all look the same kind of, I think. I put mine down. It's a little bland and boring, but at least I put these stickers on there to see more easily where which section is. Maybe I will paint it black sometime. I don't know. Hopefully somebody comes around who does it for me, because I'm just, too lazy. Okay, I think that's it. It's like great box. If you want a sample player, have $300. This is probably the best option, or for me, I would say, yeah, get it. But I'm not advertising anything. Please don't buy stuff you don't need it. Maybe you need it, but most people have enough stuff already, I think. So don't do it just because I show you. Just think about, okay, I don't have the model samples, but I have this thing or that thing, and it could do the same. Or I could quantize my tracks differently in Ableton or whatever. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Please don't buy anything. One thing I have to add, because I saw it with my kids. They watch YouTube or other TikTok stuff, and these influencers, I don't think I'm an influencer. I just make music and videos, but maybe I am, and I just don't realize it. these influencers really are crazy because yeah, they get you to buy stuff essentially, or you want stuff that you don't have. Same with me. If I see people making a lot of crazy cool stuff with it, and I think, man, maybe I need this in my music. But what I wanted to say, I bought all these crazy machines over the years and sold most of them again, but not to keep my YouTube channel going, but just because I wanted to have them for my music, because I'm a musician. I'm just a musician. I'm a creative artist. I'm not a YouTuber. I just happen to record the stuff for you. So yeah, I'm not buying it to show it to you. I just buy it to have fun with these machines, and yeah, I hopefully stop right now, because it's an addiction, and it's definitely, it can go overboard and too much, and sometimes you don't make music as much as before just because you buy stuff and sell stuff and think you need this other machine. I told you this already in another video, but I think it's okay to say it again, because yeah, we have enough stuff. Most of us have enough stuff in our studio to make really cool music, and sometimes it's better to just stay with your setup and learn it and get comfortable with it. But yeah, easy to say if you have all the stuff, right? But this thing, it's great, but you don't need it. I just wanted to say it because a lot of people look down on it. I think it's not really a thing that's really loved. I mean, people who use it love it, but it's not the typical device that everybody loves. Like, what is a typical device that everybody loves? Yeah, hard to say, but there are definitely some synths and boxes that get more love than the model samples. That's why I did this video, just to say, this is a lovely box. I love it. You might not. And yeah, that's it. Peace.